And now, live from Nairobi, Kenya, CETV presents the annual UN tournament you all been waiting for. The 2023 Chao Racing Tournament of Champions. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Commissioner of the Chao Racing Universe, Patrick Sweeney. Hello everyone and welcome, or should I say, it's so good to see all of you again here in Nairobi for another edition of the Chao Racing Tournament of Champions. You know how this works. We have 48 nations competing for one goal to become the supreme champion of the 2023 Chao Racing Universe for the 2023 championship season. So is everyone ready to go again? Alright, then good luck to all 48 countries participating and let the games begin. Back for the first race of the opening round after this. Alright, let's start off the Tournament of Champions with the opening round. And this first race will have the host country Kenya with Ivan Gavanos. He'll be taking on Marta Trues from Egypt and Huba Morton from Norway. As always, the opening round races will be held on the pro course. Let's place the balls on the field for the first time tonight, and wish all 48 countries best of luck in the Tournament of Champions. Everyone is on the clock, so without further ado, let's have a Chao race! And the host country Kenya is on the field for Ivan. He quickly pushed the ball on the other side of the rainbow path, and Ivan Gavanos is our first winner of the opening round. There's the cheer on the rolling cheer on the crowd for the host country Kenya, getting eye for a three-peat already. Ivan Gavanos is the first to advance to the round 16, and his fans will meet it. Back for race number 2 after this word. Number 2 of the opening round will have Danny Garcia from the United Kingdom, Olga Pan from Morocco, and Sema Carlos from the United Arab Emirates. The winner will go on to face Ivan Gavanos of Kenya in the round 16. So Ivan is winning his next challenger in the round 16 with the second race of the opening round. Good luck to the next 3 participants, and let's rock this place! Here we go, number 2 of the opening round. UK, Morocco, and the UAE are pushing on the other side on the rainbow path. Which one of them is going to face Kenya in the round 16? It looks like the UAE is going to get that chance. Yep, Sema Carlos advances to the round 16. The UAE is going to face Kenya in the round 16. Thank you UK and Morocco for your support, and congratulations to you, UAE. Back for race number 3 after this, so don't go away. We're just getting started with the Tournament Champions here in Nairobi. Our third opening round race will have Jay Ryder from Australia, Biden 1 from the DRC, and Ragino Hotaro from Russia. So let's see what happens as the third opening round race of the Tournament Champions continues to electrify the Nairobi crowd tonight. Everyone is on the clock, and please start the race! Okay, so will it be Australia, DR Congo, or Russia who is going to have a chance to crown a supreme champion this year? Looks like Australia's off to a good start with Jay Ryder. I think Jay Ryder is going to be our winner here. Yep, Jay Ryder lifts Australia to the round 16. Great job, Australia. DRC and Russia, thank you for being with us tonight. We'll see Australia in the round 16, and we'll see you right after this. Now it's time for race number 4, where we have Chen Tamaro from Spain, Wessa Carson from Colombia, and Kay Alfonso from Papua New Guinea. This race will decide who will face Jay Ryder and Team Australia in the round 16, which will happen later on in the show. Good luck to you 3 nations. Everyone is on the clock, and let's have a Chao race! And there goes Kay Alfonso, quickly pushing her body outside, and she is going to lead Papua New Guinea to round 16. Kay Alfonso for race number 4, ladies and gentlemen. Papua New Guinea is going to have a chance to become supreme champion for 2023 championship season. Thank you, Spain and Colombia, for participating in the tournament tonight. Papua New Guinea, congratulations to you, and we'll be right back for race number 5 after we hear a word from this. And now for race number 5, we have the runner-up from last year's 2022 Tournament of Champions, Korea. This year, Vungo Kaisos, representing Korea, will be taking on Saria Lee from Argentina and Devin Johnson from South Africa. So let's see how the game plan will unfold as the opening round continues for the 2023 Chao Racing Tournament Champions here in Nairobi. Everyone's on the clock and please start the race! Alright, it's Korea, Argentina, and South Africa for matchup number 5 of the opening round. Vungo Kaisos surely getting help from his Korean fans, and he's going to make his way towards finish line, and Vungo Kaisos puts Korea back in the round 16. Korea is on their way towards redemption, folks, and we'll be right back with race number 6 after this. Do not go away. And folks, guess who's up next for race number 6? That's right, it's Bobby K of the USA, and his opponents are Ratar Samar from Iraq, and also Wu from Panama. So here we go. USA fans are on their feet here in Nairobi, cheering on the Bobby Mater, Bobby K. That's what he calls as a nickname. Here we go, please start the race! And there goes Bobby K pushing on the other side. And he is going to lift the USA to the round 16. The Bobby Mater, Bobby K lifts USA to the round 16. The United States is going to have a chance to crown a 5th Supreme Champion. They last done it in 2020 with Luke Green. Maybe this will be the year they'll have number 5 with Bobby K. We'll find out. They're going to face Korea in the round 16. And we'll be right back with lucky race number 7 in a moment. Now we got the lucky race number 7 feeling in the opening round, where we will have Peter Pan from Chile, Christine Carmele from the Philippines, and Nika Tekajoras from the Czech Republic. Who's got the lucky feeling to have a chance to become Supreme Champion this year for the 2023 Chao Racing Championship season? There's only one way to find out the answer. Best of luck to the next 3 participants, and let's rock this place! Alright, and it looks like Christine is going west, thus giving Petar and Nika the opening edge, with Petar having a little bit of a power advantage over Nika for Team Chile. And Petar's going to make his way towards finish line, and there you have it. Petar Pan advances to the round 16. Chile advances in the Tournament of Champions. Thank you, Philippines and Czech Republic, for all your support. Chile was lucky to get the win this time, but we'll see what happens next time. Back for race number 8 after this. Now we got the lucky race number 7 feeling in the opening round, where we will have Peter Pan from Chile, Christine Carmele from the Philippines, and Nika Tekajoras from the Czech Republic. Who's got the lucky feeling to have a chance to become Supreme Champion this year for the 2023 Chao Racing Championship season? There's only one way to find out the answer. Best of luck to the next 3 participants, and let's rock this place! Alright, and it looks like Christine is going west, thus giving Petar and Nika the opening edge, with Petar having a little bit of a power advantage over Nika for Team Chile. And Petar's going to make his way towards finish line, and there you have it. Petar Pan advances to the round 16. Chile advances in the Tournament of Champions. Thank you, Philippines and Czech Republic, for all your support. Chili was lucky to get the win this time, but we'll see what happens next time. Back for race number 8 after this. We still got 24 more countries who have yet to compete in the opening round of play. So, to start off the second half of the opening round, we have Zhang Conchos from last year's third place finalist Tanzania, along with Sam Monca from New Zealand, and Deca Soriano from Mexico. So, the opening round continues here in Nairobi City for the 2023 Chao Racing Tournament Champions. This is our 33rd annual tournament, and it's time for us to say, please start the race! Alright, the second half of the opening round kicks off with Tanzania, New Zealand, and Mexico pushing balls the other side on the rainbow path. Ooh, it's going to be a close one. Who is going to advance to the round of 16? Mexico advances to the round of 16 with Deca Soriano. The Mexicans applaud their efforts for Deca, and she needs it. And we'll be right back with race number 10 in a moment. Alright, now for race number 10, we got Mona Kang from Sweden, Tejan Wist from Iran, and Gareth Days from Belize. Who will have the right to face Deca Soriano in the round 16 later on in the tournament? There's only one way to find out. Back to the pro course, let's place the balls on the field once again, and wish the next 3 participants good luck. Let's rock this race! Alright, the winner of this next race will go on to have a showdown with Team Mexico and Deca Soriano in the round 16, which will happen later on in the tournament. It's going to be another close one down to the wire, and it looks by looks like it is Tejan Wist who is going to lead Iran to the round 16. Thank you, Sweden and Belize, for coming to the tournament, and congratulations to you, Iran. Lots more fun after this announcement. Stay tuned. Next, we got Japan, Canada, and Slovakia with us in the opening round. That's Chico Najika from Japan, Henry Christensen from Canada, and Simon Botikas from Slovakia for race number 11. These 3 countries have high hopes of winning it all for 2023, but only one will get to advance to the next round. Who is going to get that chance to crown a Supreme Champion this year? Let's have a Chao race and find out. So, on the pole course, they just push the balls to the other side on the rainbow path. And whoever makes it to the finish line first, regardless of understanding, will advance to the next round on the Tournament of Champions. And that lucky spot is going to be Simon Botikas from Slovakia. Thank you, Japan and Canada, for your support. Slovakia, congratulations on advancing, and there's more something coming up. Do not go away. Next, we got Japan, Canada, and Slovakia with us in the opening round. That's Chico Najika from Japan, Henry Christensen from Canada, and Simon Botikas from Slovakia for race number 11. These 3 countries have high hopes of winning it all for 2023, but only one will get to advance to the next round. Who is going to get that chance to crown a Supreme Champion this year? Let's have a Chao race and find out. So, on the pole course, they just push the balls to the other side on the rainbow path. And whoever makes it to the finish line first, regardless of understanding, will advance to the next round on the Tournament of Champions. And that lucky spot is going to be Simon Botikas from Slovakia. Thank you, Japan and Canada, for your support. Slovakia, congratulations on advancing, and there's more something coming up. Do not go away. Now we're in lucky number 13 of the opening round, featuring Leila Doane from last year's 4th place finalist Israel, Bagro Hagro from Sudan, and the 2016 winner Pulsar Menwatos from the Netherlands. Let's find out who will have the lucky 13 dip in the opening round as the 35th annual Chao Racing Tournament Champions continues right here in Nairobi. So please start the race. Let's hope for the very best for Israel, Sudan, and the Netherlands as they push about the other side on the rainbow path. It's a beautiful day here in Nairobi City. And right now the feature are making way towards finish line. And it looks like Baglo Hagro is going to move on to the round 16 for Sudan. Thank you Israel and Netherlands for all your support. Sudan is the winner. Back in the bit. Do not go away. Number 14 of the opening round, we got Tuxja Jan from China, Faro Tejar from Germany, and Udena Zhang from Afghanistan. So the players are lined up and ready to go. Everyone is on the clock, and please start the race. And Tuxja is one of us. So let's watch Faro and Udena. These two participants will have control of the opening edge, with Germany getting a little bit of power advantage over Afghanistan from the current one. I think Faro's going to move on to round 16. Faro Tejar indeed moves on to round 16 for Team Germany. Germany is moving on here, folks. And we'll find out what will happen in race number 15 right after we see this. Alright, now we got a couple more races left here in the opening round of play. For race number 15, we got Etta Long from Denmark, Gonjo Triton from Cuba, and Yat Tang from Poland. So as the opening round closes out in a hurry, let's find out who will move on to round 16 for the respective country. Everyone's on the clock and please start the race. Alright, so will the next participant in round 16 be Denmark, Cuba, or Poland? Who is going to move on to the round of 16? Looks like Etta Long has a pretty good advantage over the competition, and Etta Long marches Denmark to the round of 16. Thanks to Cuba and Poland for their support tonight, as the first few rounds of the race will be made by number 7. So, congratulations to Denmark. And we'll be back for the final race of the opening round after this, so stay tuned. And finally, for race number 16 of the opening round, we got Yohan Sekos from Uzbekistan, Giga Suro from Guatemala, and the winner of the 2019 Tournament of Champions, Suman Ross from Brazil. The winner will go on to face Etta Long and Team Denmark in the round 16 later on in the show. So it's good luck to the final 3 participants of the opening round for this portion. Everyone's on the clock and let's have a Chao race! And Yohan and Giga are both going to rest. That means Suman Ross is going to have full control of the opening edge for Team Brazil. Team Brazil is on their feet for Suman Ross to come on. And it looks like she is going west. Thus giving number 2 command of first place. But I still think Brazil is going to move on to round 16. Yep, Suman Ross is going to move on to round 16 with third place. Thank you everyone for your support, and there's more summit coming up. Do not go away. Now it's the round of 16. And the remaining 16 countries still in the hunt for a supreme title are having a standing ovation in hopes of crowning a supreme champion this year. And to start off this next bout, we have Avangaranos from the host country of Kenya. His next challenger is Sema Carlos from the United Arab Emirates. So the round 16 races will be held on the Amethyst course. Let's find out what happens here as the tournament champions here in Nairobi continues to electrify the Chao Racing universe tonight. Everyone is on the clock, so without further ado, let's have a Chao race! Alright, Kenya is on a standing ovation, cheering on Avangaranos. a couple other fans cheering on semi-cars from the UAE at the come one. And it looks like a couple Silver Chow going west. Another one is positive from one. Who is a close battle between Avon and Sema. Looks like they're both taking the water path. And Avon has propelled his shortcut strategy tonight. As number 8 takes his first POS on the tournament, Avon is going to move one step closer towards fulfilling Kenya's 3P dynasty. Avon Gavanos advances to the round of 8 here in Nairobi City for the host country of Kenya. As number 5, one of the next command POS, leaving sleeping semicolons in the dust. So much for semicolons Cinderella run. Thank you UAE for being with us tonight. Feel free to join the other nations if possible. And we have just enough time for one more POS of this first race, and we may by number 6. So the road to 3P continues for the host country of Kenya. And those fans really mean it. Back for race number 2 at about 16 in a moment. And next, for race number 2, we have Jay Reiner from Australia and K. Alfonso from Papua New Guinea. The winner will go on to face Avon Gavanos of Kenya in the round of 8 later on in the show. So let's head back to the average scores and wish J and K good luck in the round 16 race. Everyone is on clock and please start the race! And K. Alfonso is going to best. That will give Jay Reiner of Australia the opening edge, but I think he's taking a quick pause right now. Yep. So Silver Chow is going to have full control of this match with number 8 leading over the competition. And right now, a couple of Silver Chow are going west. Jay Reiner trying to catch up with number 8, and it looks like number 8 is heading for the water. As number 6, while the first POS, he will pass Jay Reiner, who is going west. K. Alfonso is on the water path, and number 8 dominates with a shortcut line in first place. That means this race will go to the next best standing. As number 5 will take the speed race number 2 of this race, and K. Alfonso has the best position so far in second place, after forcing to go to best at the starting gates. As number 7 takes the next speed race, K is going to move on to the round of 8, folks. K. Alfonso is going to face Avon Gavanos of Kenya in the round 8 with that win tonight. As the last speed race on this race will be made by number 2. So, despite having to sleep at the start of the race, K. Alfonso comes back with a close second. Yep, and there's more something coming up. Do not go away. Alright, moving on to race number 3 of the round 16, featuring Rungo Kaisos from last year's runner-up Korea, and the Bobby Mater, Bobby K from the USA. Korea and USA are going to make sure their respective participants will have a chance to become Supreme Champion this year. So let's see which one will get that chance tonight. Let's rock this place! And number 1 is Sir Johnson, so he will be left behind in the crowd. Korea and USA fans are on their feet for the respective nations, and Run is going west, just giving Bobby K command on the lead. And the USA fans are on their feet for the Bobby Mater, Bobby K. As the first superstar to get speed bus is number 2, who is trying to catch up with the crowd over the bridges. Number 5, number 7, and number 1 are all heading for the water path. And Bobby K maintains the lead as speed bus number 2 in this race will be by number 7. That will give him the lead over the 6 Silver Chow in second place. And the USA is going to be happy with Bobby K's result here. As number 5 takes speed bus, Bobby K advances to the round of 8 for Team USA. And the Americans will need it for the Bobby Mater himself. Thank you, Korea, for all your support. And we'll see USA in round 8. We'll see you right after this. And now, to wrap up the first half of the round 16 play, we got Petar Pai from Chile and Karsi Gamos from Finland. This is race number 4 out of round 16 for this next segment. And let's take a look at the lineup, and here we go. Back to the average course we go, as we cheer on Chile and Finland in this next race. Let's rock this place! Alright, so the winning nation will go on to face the USA in about 16 and in about an 8 later on in the show. And it looks like number 6 was going west in the back of the pack. Number 5 has come in on the lead, with number 7 battling with Petar Pan for second place. And it looks like number 2 will start the speed bus. Petar and Causey are both heading for the water. And while he takes a rest, number 8 has to go shortcut. And once he wakes up from his sleep, he's going to wind up in first place. Which means this place will go to the next best standing. We all know that. As number 7 takes speed bus number 2. There's number 8 jumping up and down with a first place result. And it's going to be down to wire for a close second. Who's going to move on? As number 5 takes next speed bus, it is Causey Gamos who's going to move on for Finland. We'll see Finland in about 8, and we'll be right back for the second half of about 16, right after this one from our sponsor. Welcome back to the second half of about 16. Next, we have Deca Soriano from Mexico and Tejan West from Iran for race number 5 of the round 16. We've seen plenty of interesting and exciting action during the first half of the round 16. Let's see what we have in store for the second half of the round 16. Everyone is on guard, so without further ado, please start the race! Alright, Mexico and Iran. Contest number 5 here in the round 16 on the Athens course in the host country of Nairobi City in Kenya. All 8 Chao are closing in on each other as they make their way towards the bridges. And it looks like Deca Soriano has come in on the lead as the first superstar to get speed bus is number 5. And a couple of silver Chao are going west. So these 2 Chao will be left behind out of the competition for a while. Yep, it was numbers 2 and 8 to be exact. As number 1 will take speed bus number 2 in this race, now catching up to our leader Deca Soriano of Mexico, and down goes number 1 for the count. The Mexicans are cheering on Deca with all the Spanish hype and spirit. As Tejan West from Iran takes the next race, yes, but it's going to be Deca who's going to move on to the round 8 for Team Mexico. Number 1 passes from 1 as Deca Soriano advances to the round 8 for Team Mexico. The Mexicans move one step closer to all the glory. Lots more fun after this announcement. Stay tuned. And to simple it up, race number 6, we have Semen Boticas from Slovakia and Shimmy Lacas from Ecuador. So let's head over to the Athens course once again and find out who had the honor to face Mexico in the round of 16. Good luck to Slovakia and Ecuador on the quest for victory, and please start the race! Alright, there goes Shimmy Lacas and there goes Semen Boticas cheering on from Slovakia and Ecuador from the respective attendance fans. And Shimmy Lacas has a pretty good advantage over Semen Boticas for Ecuador, and it looks like Semen Boticas is heading for the water path. Shimmy decides to stick with the bridges as the first superstar to get speed bus is number 1, who's trying desperately to catch up over at the bridges, and number 7 is at the water path trying to maintain momentum over the 6 silver Chao as he makes his way towards the other side on the water path. And who will gain speed bus number 2 in this race? It is going to be number 5, who is going to be battling with number 7 for the lead over the 6-7 Chao. And it looks like Slovakia is going to move on to the round 8. Semen Boticas advances to the round 8. Thank you, Ecuador, for all your support, and congrats, Slovakia. Coming up, we got more exciting action for you, but first, have a look at this. Alright, welcome back to the tournament. Lucky race number 7 will have Bagro Hagro of Sudan and Faro Tejar from Germany. They both got the lucky charm from their respective fans, but only one of these countries will get to move on to the round 8. The players are lined up and ready to go. Everyone is on the clock, and please start the race! Alright, so the 7th spot in the round of 8 will go to either Sudan or Germany at the end of this race. And both Bago and Farrell are closing in on each other, battling neck to neck for the lead. They're making way towards Bridges right now, and Bago Hagel is heading for the wide path. He made it to the top of the hill. He is going to pass number 8, who also took a shortcut. So Sudan is going to move on to the round 8 with Bago Hagel tonight. As number 1 takes Beamers, you can tally up another win closer towards the sprint ground for Bago Hagel of Sudan. Sudan wins an easy affair, even though 1-0 John also took a shortcut. And who has Beamers number 2 in this race? It is going to be made by number 7, who is all alone last place. Thank you, Germany, for all your support. I know we'll probably see you again next year. Sudan, congratulations to you. What a dominating flying game for you. And we'll be right back for race number 8 after this word. Alright, one more spot up for grabs in the round 8. All we have left for this round are Edelon from Denmark and Suman Lust from Brazil. And this race will decide who will face Bago Hagwai and Team Sudan in the round of 8, which will happen later on in the show. So best of luck to Denmark and Brazil on this last race of the round 16. Let's have a Chao race! Alright, so who is going to have the last spot in the round of 8? Denmark or Brazil? Well, it looks like Edelon is going to be. So Suman Lust is going to have full control of the lead up in the front. Suman Lust last won a tournament back in 2019 and won a silver challenge standing for the wide path as number 5 quickly maintains momentum of silver challenge with the first BU as he wakes up for a snap. Number 8 has once again took a shortcut and he again takes first place. That means this race will go to the next back standing. As number 2 will gain speed as number 2, and there he goes, flying a little bit. Well, Suman Lust is going to have himself for second place, but it will be enough for Brazil to move on to the round of 8. As number 1 takes next Beamers, Suman Lust advances to the round 8 for Team Brazil. They're going to face Sudan in the round 8. As number 6 will close out the Beamers for the round 8. Thank you, Denmark, for all your support. We will see Brazil in the round 8. Back for the round of 8 after this. Alright, it is now time for the round of 8, and the 8 countries still in the hunt for a bid to become supreme champion of the Chao Racing universe. And for this first round of 8 race, we have Avangovanos for the host country Kenya, and his next challenger is Chao Alfonso from Papua New Guinea. All 4 round of 8 races will be held on the Sapphire course. So, let's see if Kenya has enough spirit and talent to make it to a third straight grand final. Best of luck to Kenya and Papua New Guinea, and let's have a Chao race! Alright, there goes Chao Alfonso. She is going to have command of the lead with her Papua New Guinea fans and attendants cheering on as always. Avon better need help from all his host country fans for Kenya if he want a third grand final appearance and attempt for a 3-peat at a going one. And who is going to get the first speed buzz up this next round of the tournament? We're about to find out right now as Chao Alfonso cries on the wall real quickly. It's number 7 who will get the first speed buzz on about 8. Avangovanos is also using his S-Ring power, but it's Chao Alfonso who has command and lead. It would be a miracle for Avangovanos making all the way to first place. He might need all himself from Kenya still, as number 7, who dominates over the 6 Silver Chao, opens up the round of 8 with back-to-back spears. Well, looks like Kenya's dynasty is going to come to an end. Looks like Papua New Guinea is going to end Kenya's dynasty tonight. As number 5 takes next match spears, Papua New Guinea is going to make the first grand final appearance in their career. Chao Alfonso is finalist number 1 for Papua New Guinea, as number 2 gets spears. And our hearts go out to all the fans of Kenya for an amazing dynasty. Thank you, Kenya, for your support. Congratulations to you, Papua New Guinea. Back for race number 2 in a bit. Do not go away. Number 2 on the round of 8 will have Bobby K, the Bobby Mater from the USA, and Karsi Gamos from Finland. We have another S-Rank Power Champ with us, the Bobby Mater, Bobby K himself. He's gonna all himself from his American fans here in Nairobi if they want another shot at having a Supreme Champion this year. Let's hope for the very best, and please start the base! Alright, Bobby K taking on Karsi Gamos from Finland in the second round of 8 here in Nairobi. Kenya is showing having a great time, even though they got eliminated by Papua New Guinea. But they're cheering on all the nations no matter what happens, all the remaining nations that is. Bobby K is on to an extra star for Team USA. Team USA is giving the thumbs up right now as number 5 will start this BS for this next race. And it looks like Karsi Gamos tossed to the ground and a couple Super Chow are going west. As BS number 2 in this race, we may find number 2, who desperately needs to catch up every now and then. The Bobby Mater, Bobby K, is giving the thumb to approval from his American fans. Looks like USA is going to advance to the grand final here, folks. No doubt about it. As Karsi Gamos with the next BS, but there's always next year. USA is going to have another chance at crowning a 5th Supreme Champion for 2023 this year. Because the Bobby Mater, Bobby K, is finalist number 2 for the Tournament of Champions. As Karsi Gamos gets back to years. Thank you, Finland, for all your support. It's a pleasure having you here. USA, congratulations. You have just made your 3rd grand final appearance in the last 5 years. Let's hope for the very best. Back for the second half of round 8 after this message. So we just awarded 2 of our grand final spots to Papua New Guinea and the USA. Who is going to take finalist spot number 3 this year? We're about to find out right now as Deca Soriano of Mexico takes on Semen Boticas from Slovakia. 3rd round of 8 race on the Sapphire course. As we get closer to the grand final main event of this year's Tournament of Champions, let's rock this place! Alright, so Mexico and Slovakia battling for the 3rd finalist spot in the 2023 Tournament Champions Grand Final. Right now, number 5 of the Silver Chow has command on the lead, followed by number 8 of the Silver Chow. Deca and Semen are battling for 3rd place spot behind numbers 5 and 8 at the current moment. And now they're making their way to a stone wall. Down goes number 5 for the count. And it looks like number 8 and number 5 are going to rest as Semen Boticas of Slovakia will start the speed bus. He is battling with Deca Soriano as they climb up the stone wall. And here comes Semen Boticas with back-to-back speed bus already. But Deca Soriano still has a chance for his Mexican fans to cheer on from the stands. And look at that. Semen is going to rest. That means Deca Soriano will have command on the lead. Next BS belongs to number 6. Who's trying to catch up a little bit. Deca Soriano has his Mexican fans hyped up for a grand final appearance. I don't think Semen's going to have a chance to get back the lead from Deca Soriano. Nope, not at all. As number 1 takes the next BS, rising into 2nd place of the Silver Chow. It looks like Mexico is going to move on to the grand final with Deca Soriano. As last BS on his race, remember number 6 making his 2nd BS on the race. Mexico is finalist number 3. We'll find out who's finalist number 4 in a moment. But first, let's hear one from this. Alright, folks. This last round of 8 race determines who will have the right to face Papua New Guinea, the USA, and Mexico in the grand final for 2023. Will it be Bagro Hagro from Sudan, or could it be Suman Lutz, the 2019 winner from Brazil? There's only one name to find out the answer. Let's head back to the Sapphire course one more time, and wish Sudan and Brazil all the best. Please start the race! Alright, round of A semi-final race number 4. Sudan versus Brazil for the final spot in this year's 2023 Grand Final. And Suman lost pauses for one. And right now, a couple of Silver Chow are going west, so Suman lost will have a little bit of catching up to do after pausing for a moment. Right now, Suman is battling with Baggo for 2nd place. And there goes Baggo Hagwa with the first speed bus of this race. trying to lead over number 6 of the Silver Chow. Take a look at the Silver Chow who are getting left behind, and down goes one Silver Chow. Number 1 was pausing for a moment. Now they're going to climb up the stone wall, trying to catch up with the others in a hurry. As Suman Ross, hyping up Brazil one more time, takes speed as number 2 this phase, and she is catching up to our leader, Baggo Haggo, up in the front. Looks like Suman Ross has the better flying ability, and Suman Ross has come in on the lead for Team Brazil at the home stretch. As number 2 takes speed as trying to stay alive, Baggo will not be fast enough to catch up to Suman Ross before she gets to the finish line. Suman Ross is finalist number 4 for the Tournament of Champions. Thank you, Suman, for all your support, and Brazil, congratulations on your victory in the round of 8. So, congratulations to Papua New Guinea, the United States, Mexico, and Brazil for being our 4 finalists for the Supreme Crown title. One of those nations will be crowned Supreme Champion momentarily, and all 4 of these nations will have an automatic bid for next year's 2024 Tournament of Champions. Coming up is the exciting grand final you don't want to miss, but first let's hear one from this. Welcome back to Nairobi and the Chao Racing Tournament of Champions. Now, I know you are all excited to find out who will win the grand final and will become the new Supreme Champion for 2023, but I'll tell you what, we always like to have some mix things up a little bit each and every year, right? So, we're going to do something we never done before in the 33-year history of Tournament of Champions. We are going to do a classification race to find out the placements from 5th to 8th place. Do you all like that idea? Yeah, something we follow from like international basketball or something. So we're going to do a classification race from 5 to 8 for this next race, and then we promise the exciting grand final we all like to remember. So let's get to it. So, for the decision of the classifications 5 through 8, we have Avanga Manos from the host country of Kenya, Karsi Gamos from Finland, Semen Potikas from Slovakia, and Baggo Hagwo from Sudan. These 4 Chow will compete one last time in this year's Tournament Champions to find out who finishes where from classifications 5th through 8th place in the final podium standings. It'll be held on the indoor course, just like we're going to do in the grand final next segment. So good luck to these 4 countries one more time. Everyone's on the clock, and let's have a Chao race! Alright, for the first time ever, the classification 5 for 8 race in the Tournament Champions is underway. And they're going to shake the palm trees to bring down that coconut shaped fruit. And now they're going to eat the fruit. And there goes Avan and Semen. Kenya and Slovakia are going to be battling for the lead up in the front along with number 8. And it looks like both Avan and Semen are heading for the water. As the first superstar gets beat us on our first ever classification 5-8 final is Finland's Karsi Gamos. She's also heading for the water to come on. And so is number 1, trying to catch up with the young competitors in a hurry. And Karsi Gamos, who just went to rest at the end of the water path, opens this one up with back-to-back speeders. Right now, Semen is battling with Avan for the lead up in the front, trying to finish in the classification 5 podium this year. As number 1, who desperately needs to catch up every now and then, takes the next command speeders. Right now, Finland and Slovakia are battling for a third place. This will be 7 to 8 if they finish as they falls. And number 2 gets the next command speed as he leads over the 4-4 with Chao in the back. Meanwhile, Avan and Semen continue to battle for the lead, but I think Avan is going to have momentum. And there goes Avan, getting the support from Kenya. As number 1 will get another turn that makes his second speed buzz of the race. And poor number 7's getting left behind. He's going to need a couple of speed buzzes to get back in this one. And this is first of them. And Kenya showing one last hurrah spewing for all the incredible dynasty they had over the last 3 years. Looks like Avan's going to wind up with a classification number 5 podium this year. As Karsi Gamos takes another turn, making her first speed buzz of the race. Kenya's going to wind up with 5th place in the final 8 podium. They're going to have a celebrating number 5 on the podium this year. Avangamanos is our 5th place finalist winner, as Kasi Gamos gets back here for a second time in this race. Bago Hagwa is 6th for Sudan, and coming in at the number 7 classification is Kasi Gamos of Finland. We leave Slovakia with number 8. Thank you once again to these 4 finalists, and coming up, we promise you the grand final after this. Well, we promise you we'll be doing the grand final now, so here it is. It's K. Alfonso from Papua New Guinea, Bobby K. from the USA, Deca Soriano from Mexico, and Suman Russ from Brazil. One of those countries will be celebrating as a Supreme Champion momentarily. So let's head back over to the Emerald course and count down backwards from 5 to start off the conclusion of the 35th annual Chao Racing Tournament of Champions here in Nairobi. Are you ready? Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's have a Chao race! Alright, so will it be Papua New Guinea, the USA, Mexico, or Brazil who will crown a Supreme Champion this year? There's only one way to find out the answer. And right now I'm going to eat food. And Mexico has come in on the lead with Deca Soriano. But it's anybody's game here in the Chao Racing universe. As number 1, we'll start the speakers for this year's grand final. And K. Alfonso is heading for the water path, and so is number 1. And who had the right to get speakers number 2? It's number 7. And K. Alfonso has took a shortcut. Papua New Guinea fans are on their feet for K tonight. She is one of the strongest Chao of the 48 participants in the tournament champions. Looks like Papua New Guinea is going to crown their first Supreme Champion if they keep it up. As number 2, well, the next command speakers. Currently in second place, we have Suman Russ from Brazil, followed by Bobby K of the USA in 3rd place. And who have the next command speakers? It is Deca Soriano. Things are not looking so good for Mexico right now. But Papua New Guinea is. They're going to crown a Supreme Champion. Yes, sirree. An Asian Pacific country is going to crown a Supreme Champion for the first time in many years. As number 1, we'll get another turn. That makes his second speed bus of the race. Well, Bobby K is going to have to settle for 2nd place. He's not going to catch up to K. Alfonso. But it's still a fun tournament for the USA this year. As number 8, we'll get the next commands. Because K. Alfonso showing the love from a few Papua New Guinea fans in the audience today. And as number 8 takes back speed past a couple of sleepy Chao, K. Alfonso is the winner of the 35th annual Tournament Champions here in Nairobi. Papua New Guinea done it this year. As number 7, we'll get his second viewers. Our runner-up is Bobby K. And coming in 3rd place is Suman Russ from Brazil. As number 7, it's better to close this one out with back-to-back speeders. So when we come back, we'll crown Papua New Guinea and K. Alfonso as our Supreme winners. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. Well, we promise you we'll be doing the grand final now. So here it is. It's K. Alfonso from Papua New Guinea, Bobby K. from the USA, Deca Soriano from Mexico, and Suman Russ from Brazil. One of those countries will be celebrating as a Supreme Champion momentarily. So let's head back over to the Emerald course and count down backwards from 5 to start off the conclusion of the 35th annual Chao Racing Tournament of Champions here in Nairobi. Are you ready? Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's have a Chao race! Alright, so will it be Papua New Guinea, the USA, Mexico, or Brazil who will crown a Supreme Champion this year? There's only one way to find out the answer. And right now I'm going to eat food. And Mexico has come in on the lead with Deca Soriano. But it's anybody's game here in the Chao Racing universe. As number 1, we'll start the speakers for this year's grand final. And K. Alfonso is heading for the water path, and so is number 1. And who had the right to get speakers number 2? It's number 7. And K. Alfonso has took a shortcut. Papua New Guinea fans are on their feet for K tonight. She is one of the strongest Chao of the 48 participants of the tournament champions. Looks like Papua New Guinea is going to crown their first Supreme Champion if they keep it up. As number 2, well, the next command speakers. Currently in second place, we have Suman Lots from Brazil, followed by Bobby King of the USA in third place. And who have the next command speakers? It is Deca Soriano. Things are not looking so good for Mexico right now, but Papua New Guinea is. They're going to crown a Supreme Champion. Yes, sirree. An Asian Pacific country is going to crown a Supreme Champion for the first time in many years. As number 1, we'll get another turn. That makes his second speed bus of the race. Well, Bobby King is going to have to settle for second place. He's not going to catch up to K. Alfonso. But it's still a fun tournament for the USA this year. As number 8, we'll get the next command speakers. K. Alfonso showing the love from a few Papua New Guinea fans in the audience today. And as number 8 takes back-to-back speakers passing a couple of Sleepy Sucho, K. Alfonso is the winner of the 33rd Annual Tournament Champions here in Nairobi. Papua New Guinea done it this year. As number 7, we'll get his second speakers. Our runner-up is Bobby K. And coming in third place is Suman Lance from Brazil. As number 7, it's better the closest one out with back-to-back speakers. So when we come back, we'll crown Papua New Guinea and K. Alfonso as our supreme winners. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. Alright, you 1,500 fans representing Papua New Guinea in the attendance. Are you ready to witness your first ever Supreme Champion? Well, here it is for the official final standings of this year's Chao Racing Tournament of Champions. In third place this year, with all the pride and spirit from her South American fans out there, give it up for Suman Lots from Team Brazil. In second place, still running small for all the Americans out there, Bobby K of the USA. And in first place, and the winner of the 35th Annual Tournament Champions, let's do it, Papua New Guinea, for your first ever Supreme Champion, K. Alfonso! And a big congrats to you, K, on your successful victory for the Asian Pacific country of Papua New Guinea. Next year, your tournament is going to be held at Port Moresby, the capital city. Let's do it once again for K. Alfonso, your 2023 Supreme Champion, everyone! Well, Nairobi, we want to thank you very, very much for help hosting Tournament Champions for the past 2 years. We are deeply grateful. And thanks to all 48 countries participating in our tournament. We will be back next year in Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea to present the 2024 Chao Racing Tournament of Champions. Until then, this is your Commissioner Patrick Sweeney. Congratulations once again to Papua New Guinea and K. Alfonso. And we will see you next year in Port Moresby. Good night and happy holidays to you all. The 2023 Chao Racing Tournament of Champions has been a CETV production. And now, the simple enough race number 12 of the opening round, we got Ibarra Feo from Italy, Shimi Lagas from Ecuador, who was the winner of the 2018 tournament, and Junso from Ukraine. The winner will have the right to face Slovakia in the round 16. So good luck to the next 3 participants, and let's rock this place! Alright. Italy, Ecuador, and Ukraine are up next. Looks like Ecuador is getting support for Chimilagas. They already won one tournament in 2018, and Chimilagas making her way towards finish line, and there you go, Ecuador! Chimilagas in the round 16. Coming up, we got more exciting action for you, but first have a look at this. And now, to complete the first half of the opening round of play, we have Juan Carlos from France, Carsi Gamos from Finland, and Zano Lee from Togo. So the winner of this race coming up will go on to face Chile in the round of 16. The players are lined up and ready to go. Everyone is on the clock, and let's have a Chao race! And Juan Carlos is winner. So let's watch Carsi and Zano. These two participants will have control over the opening edge, but I think Carsi is pretty good strength ability ahead of Zano. Here comes Carsi making way towards finish line, and Carsi Gamos advances to the round 16 for Team Finland. Thank you, France and Togo, for your support. Coming out, we'll have the second half of the opening round, but first have a look at this.